client exercise program health related to client. My client is Sue Smith, she's 43, a marketing manager. She suffers from asthma, has 3 children and a smoker. She used to exercise a lot before having children and used to enjoy running particularly, and her main aim is to lose weight. I discovered all of this through a consultation where I had a PARQ, which is a readiness for exercise questionnaire and a lifestyle questionnaire, so I can understand a bit more who I'm working with and what I'm going to have to do in order to make sure she achieves her targets. Her targets: to get back to the weight of 10 stone within 6 weeks. Her current weight is 10 stone 8. Toning of the body is also wanted to achieve, ideally her core, and increasing stamina. In order for training to be effective, I need to set smart targets with Sue to make sure we can get the best results possible. As we have previously established, Sue's current levels of physical activity are low. However, as we know, she used to love exercise and running before she had children, so as a result we will focus on this as a motivation and enjoyment. As she wants to lose weight, this will coincide to help both targets out. By wanting to lose 8 pounds over the course of 6 weeks, it is a sensible and safe target to aim for. Before any session we'll have a warm-up, and at the end we'll have a cool-down. This is to prevent injury. We're going to do dynamic stretches focusing on her legs, for example opening and closed gait, alternate toe touches and ankle brushes, followed by a jog at 13 RPE for 5 minutes. In a swimming session, I'll ask her to do 3 lengths at a slow pace for a warm-up and cool down, and a cool down for the running sessions will be a walk around the area she's been running for 5 minutes. On week 1, we'll have a rest day on Monday. These rest days are critical to Sue's recovery and injury prevention efforts. Her muscles will rebuild and repair themselves during these days, so she's prepared for any other sessions in the week. On Tuesday, I will ask Sue to fast walk at 30% of her rate of perceived exertion, or RPE, for 10 minutes around the area in which she lives 2 times a day, once before work and once after work. This will slowly increase her stamina. If we did this regularly, increasing the distance, time and RPE, this will progressively overload and her stamina should improve. On Wednesday, we will have a rest day again. On Thursday, we're going to have a circuit training to fully focus on core and weight loss. I will ask Sue to do 5 bicep curls with a 3 kilogram weight, 5 press-ups, 15 sit-ups, and repeat this 3 times. So we're going to start her off lightly and then slowly build up, as she's had quite a sedentary lifestyle so far. Friday, we're going to have a rest day once again. Saturday, I'm going to ask her to do a Zumba Fresh session with friends for 40 minutes. These are usually at moderate to high intensity, so about 60 to 70% of her maximum heart rate. And on Sunday, we'll have a rest day once again. Week 2, on Monday, it's going to be a rest day again. Actually, in fact, every Monday in this plan is going to be a rest day. On Tuesday, I will ask Sue to fast walk at 30% of her rate of exertion 2 times a day once again. Slowly increasing it once again, or just getting her used to back into it. On Thursday, I'll ask her to do a circuit training again, but this time I'll ask Sue to do a circuit training session. This is to focus on muscle toning of her core and losing weight. The sit-ups and press-ups will focus on her abdomen, which turns the muscles, which become more visible once she loses some of the fat, which is not wanted. As she hasn't done any exercise for a long time, or start off at low intensity to prevent injury. This is why rest days are so critical. So this week I'm going to increase it to 10 bicep curls at a 4 kilogram weight, 10 press-ups, 20 sit-ups, and repeat this 4 times. On Friday, I'm going to ask her to do a Zumba session again with friends. The friend is there to be motivation and so she doesn't get bored. For 50 minutes and moderate to high intensity once again. And I'm going to ask her to walk home from the Zumba class instead of driving. On Sunday, I will ask Sue to fast walk 2 kilometers at a pace in which she struggles to talk whilst exercising. We are slowly building back her into running, so she can mentally and physically prepare her for running. It will also allow her body to start adapting from a fast walk to a jog, which is a little step up. and this will be done at 11 of her rate of perceived exertion. This will mean she'll find it easier to complete this short-term goal, so she can measure this by using her app on her smartphone. Week 3, on Tuesday, I'm going to ask, first session of the week, which is on Tuesday, I will ask Sue to run the 2 kilometres at 60% of her RPE and fast walk the second half of the 4 kilometres at 40% of her RPE. This will increase the distance and intensity, so overloading, which will cause her body to progress. However, if she sticks to having rest days, then she should not suffer from demotivation or injury. Thursday is going to be circuit training once again. This time I'm going to ask her to do 15 bicep curls at 5 kg weight, 15 press-ups, 30 sit-ups, and repeat this 4 times. By increasing this week, it is fitting the principles of FIT. We are increasing the time and intensity. This will help her body progress at a further rate than it already is. However, we have increased it enough to progress but not to injure her. The Zumba session on the Friday is with a friend, and it's a bit of fun but still working hard. Visit to friend T-Gym also as a friend is there. It's a form of motivation, so if they're enjoying it, she's more likely to carry on. Saturday will be a rest day, and on Sunday will be a cross-training swimming session using resistance floats between her legs for 20 legs and a float in front of her body for the upper 20 legs. This is helping with toning of your body because all your muscles are being used, and it's a slightly lighter session than running but it's still working all the muscles. On week 4, our first session of the week, I will ask Sue to run 3 kilometres at 60% of her RPE and fast walk / jog the second half of 4 kilometres at 40% of her RPE. This will increase the distance once again. On Thursday, I'll ask Sue to do a circuit training session again. 20 bicep curls of 5 kg weight, 20 press-ups, 30 sit-ups, and repeat this 4 times. Friday will be a Zumba session again with a friend for 15 minutes, moderate to high intensity, walking to and from the Zumba class instead of driving. Sunday will be a cross-training swimming session again, using floats between her legs for 30 legs and float in front of her body for 40, so working her arms and leg muscles but also her core. Week 5, this week I've added an extra session of a 5 kg run just to emphasise work we've done and for her to feel extra comfortable with the distance and pace so we can now work out. This should be easy and she has built up to it over the last few weeks, and by seeing the progress of her being able to run it, it will be the final bit of motivation that she will need in order for her to continue the last week. On the Tuesday, I'll ask her to run 3 kilometres at 60% of her RPE and run, well, it will be a jog now, the second half of the 6 kilometres at 40% of her RPE. This is to focus on the stamina. Circuit training on the Thursday, I will ask Sue to do 25 bicep curls with a 6 kg weight, 30 press-ups, 40 sit-ups, and repeat this 3 times. Friday will be a regular swimming session with friends, once again walking to and from at a moderate and high intensity, and Saturday will be the 5 kg run at 13 RPE I've added in, and then the Sunday once again cross training, but I've increased the amount of length, so it is building up more frequent. Well, there's more frequency and intensity in this week. So float between the legs for 40 lengths and float in front of the body for 50 lengths. On a Tuesday, doesn't matter what it says on the screen, I'm going to ask her to run the 6 kilometres fully with no rest at 60% of her RPE. On the Thursday, we're going to do circuit training once again, doing 40 bicep curls, skill with a 5 kg weight, 35 press-ups, 40 sit-ups, and repeat this 5 times. This week, as well as the previous, I've added an extra session. However, this will be a 7 km run instead of a 5. But before that, I'm going to ask her to do a Zumba session once again, walking to and from, and I'm going to ask her to work at 80% of her RPE throughout. So even when it's slightly lower, I want her to push herself an extra bit more. And cross training, and on the Sunday, I'm going to ask her to do a cross-trained swimming using resistance floats of 45 in the front of her body and 55 in between her legs. And I'm going to ask her to run to the swimming pool and back